Bromothymol blue changes from blue to yellow when the pH falls below 7. So we're going to start with about 1/3 of a gram of extract. Then we're going to heat it up in a beaker with water to dissolve it. And then we're going to add our bromothymol blue indicator. And we're going to titrate it with 0.1 molar HCl until the color changes from dark to light. And the solution will be transparent at its endpoint, indicating that the pH is below 7. So here we used about 2.5 to 3 milliliters to get the color changed, but for our calculation we'll stick to 2.5. Hydrochloric acid readily dissociates in water to H plus and Cl minus, but we only care about H plus, also known as protons. So there's 2 nitrogen atoms on metragenine which have lone pairs of electrons. These electrons act as proton receptors, binding to the hydrogen, forming the hydrochloride salt metragenine hydrochloride, which is water soluble. When our indicator is present, bromothymol blue, it changes color from blue to yellow when excess protons are present and the pH drops below 7. Because metragenine is water soluble in its acidic form, doing this reaction in reverse yields more accurate results, and this is also known as a back titration. In a back titration, we start with metragenine in its already acidified form and add sodium hydroxide instead of hydrochloric acid, and as the pH increases, the color changes from transparent to opaque or from yellow to blue. But for this lesson, we're just going to focus on the titration we performed, not the back titration. So we can assume that if we start with 100 grams of leaf and end up with 10 grams of extract, that our extract is approximately 10 times stronger than the raw plant material. If the plant material is between 1 to 2% alkaloids, this means our extract will be between 10 and 20% alkaloids. So if our titration results don't match that, we know that something is wrong with the titration. The molecular formula gives us the molecular weight, which is 398 grams per mole. So we divide our initial weight of 0.366 grams by 398 grams per mole to get 9.2 times 10 to the negative fourth moles of alkaloid. In our balanced chemical equation, it's important to remember that 2 protons attached to each molecule of metragenine to form the metragenine hydrochloride salt, which brought our pH below 7. 2.5 milliliters of 0.1 molar HCl is equal to 0.00025 moles of HCl. Capital M is moles per liter. Because it took 2 moles of HCl to make 1 mole of metragenine hydrochloride, we divide by 2 and get 0.000125 moles of metragenine hydrochloride present in our alkaloid solution. When we divide 1.25 times 10 to the negative fourth by 9.2 times 10 to the negative fourth, we get 0.14, which when multiplied by 100 gives us 14% alkaloids by weight in our extract. If we had used 3 milliliters as our endpoint instead of 2.5, this would equal 16% alkaloids by weight. The reason it's 14 to 16% alkaloids by weight in the extract is because there's more than one alkaloid in this mixture. Speciogenine, penanthine, and speciosiliatine are all present. But all of these still only have 2 proton-accepting nitrogen atoms and can reasonably say that they react to protonation the same way metragenine does. And as you can see, my titration was accurate when compared to HPLC results. This method is not quite as specific as HPLC, but should give you a good idea of the concentration of the alkaloids in the solution.